Biden asks Congress to pause gas tax to assist decrease document pump fees. Washington. U.S. President Joe Biden on Wednesday referred to as on Congress to skip a 3-month suspension of the federal fuel tax to assist combat report pump fees and offer brief alleviation for American families this summertime. We can deliver down the price of gasoline and provide families only a little bit of comfort, Biden mentioned in a White House address. The president also entreated states to temporarily suspend state gas taxes, that are often better than federal costs, the legitimate said, and will venture fundamental oil companies to convey thoughts on how to bring again idled refining ability when they meet together with his strength secretary on Thursday. Biden and his advisors had been discussing the issue for months amid increasing pressure to act as record-high gas expenditures weigh down the president's ballot ratings and forged a darkish cloud over Democrats' probabilities of maintaining congressional power in November's elections. A suspension of the 18.4 cents according to gallon federal fuel tax and 24.4 cent diesel tax would require congressional approval, possibly making Biden's pitch in large part symbolic. Lawmakers in each parties have expressed resistance to suspending the tax, with some Democrats, consisting of House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi, worried the circulate ought to have restrained impact on fees if oil businesses and stores pocket lots of the financial savings. Biden asked Congress to droop the fuel tax via September, a flow to be able to fee the Highway Trust Fund kind of $10 billion in foregone sales but might be made up from different areas of finances. This is seeing revenue grow and deficits cut back because the United States emerges from the COVID-19 pandemic. Peter DeFazio, a Democrat and the chair of the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, told Newshounds Wednesday a federal fuel tax holiday would provide minuscule remedy, even as blowing a price range gap in a highway trust fund needed to fix crumbling bridges and build a current infrastructure system. Some states, inclusive of New York and Connecticut, have already paused nation fuel taxes, while others have floated thoughts which includes client rebates and direct remedy. Refiners are struggling to meet worldwide call for diesel and fuel, exacerbating excessive costs and disturbing shortages. Pausing the federal gas tax will really provide near-term comfort for U.S. drivers, but it received it clear up the basis of the difficulty the imbalance in supply and call for petroleum products, a spokesperson for the American Fuel and Petrochemical Manufacturers Industry Institution mentioned. Longer-term policies are nonetheless had to raise U.S. strength production, it said. U.S. pump fees are averaging close to $5 a gallon as soaring call for motor fuels coincides with the loss of about 1 million barrel in line with day of processing capability. In the ultimate 3 years many plants were closed whilst fuel demand cratered at the peak of the pandemic.